It's Tuesday, the 15th of August 2023. That means it's the weekly reset in Destiny 2, where the content rotates, the vendors and the challenges reset, and we got a chance for new content to get into the game. So stay tuned for info related to the final week of Season of the Deep. We've got the latest Veil containment, Banshee's weekly weapons, and also what is in the Eververse store this week. Okay, let's check out the weekly reset items, and it is the final week of the season, so make sure you get those crafted weapons, plus the Aquanaut title. This is your final week to wrap up any loose ends for the season. Also, this time next week is the Destiny 2 Showcase that is coming on August the 22nd, so make sure to look forward to that. We've got loads more information about next season, the final shape, and hopefully beyond that as well. So tune in this time next week for that big Destiny 2 showcase. In terms of the Root of Nightmares raid challenge this week, we've got Illuminated Torment. That is, of course, in the first encounter, so the same place to take out all of the Tormentors while holding the buff. Good luck if you're going to do that one. The featured raid this week is the Last Wish raid. So this season, all those craftable weapons were introduced, plus it's a really good chance to get 1,000 voices at the end, so good luck if you're jumping into that. The featured dungeon for the week, well, that is Duality. This is a great armor farm. Title is a really good farm specifically, and also you get the chance to get that Heart Shadow exotic sword, and look out for that sword buff coming next season. In terms of the Nightfall and the Grandmaster Nightfall this week, we've got Devil's Lair, that has returned from Destiny 1, and for the weapon we've got the Buzzard, and that one is a sidearm. If you jump into the Grandmaster Nightfall, you could get an Adept Buzzard, so well worth jumping into that. In terms of Crucible, Trials is back on Friday and is the final Trials of the season. The last chance to get a few weapons. The Energy Hand Cannon, that is the last chance there. And also the Power Solar Machine Gun as well. So jump into Trials on Friday. Make sure you pick up those weapons. Well, next up, let's have a look at the raid challenges for the week. So we're going to start off with the Vault of Glass, and the challenge here is Strangers in Time. Next up, the Kingsfall raid. Challenge is Gaze a Maze. Heading on over to Europa. The challenge for the Deepstone Crypt is the Core 4. Down to Savathun's Throne World with the Vow of the Disciple. Challenge there is Base Information. Going on over to the Moon. We've got the Garden of Salvation raid and a link to the chain. And then the Last Wish raid, well, that is your featured raid for the week. Next up, let's have a look at the playlists and the pinnacles, starting off with the Vanguard. So Nightfall this week and Grandmaster Nightfall, that is the Devil's Lair, and the Buzzard is the reward. In terms of the Vanguard players this week, we've got a Void Surge, so good for all you Void Warlocks, Hunters and Titans out there. Make sure you jump into that. It's also well worth noting that all activities this week have bonus XP, so if you want to get hold of that Last Right Scout Rifle, really good opportunity to jump in this week. All playlists have extra XP. A really fantastic opportunity to get that Scout Rifle. Have a look at Gambit. We've got regular, we've got freelance. Do 3 matches and you'll get some gear. In Crucible then, we've got Rift available. We've got Momentum Control available. You've got another chance to get the Mercurial Overreach, and Trials will be back at the weekend. This reset day is Tuesday. Let's head over to Banshee 44 and see what weapons he has for us this week. First of all, Gnawing Hunger, Fluted Barrel, Extended Mag, Zen Moment and Swashbuckler. Judgment of Kelgarath, Tempered Truss Rod, Extended Mag, Overflow, Unstoppable Force, and you got Ambush and Hake Breach armaments. The Icolos Hand Cannon, Extended Barrel, Appended Mag, Stats for All, Focus Fury, Rasputin's Arsenal. Got the Taipan 4FR, Corkscrew Rifling, Ionized Battery, Genesis, Focus Fury, a Viced Stinger. We've got the Royal Chase, Full Bore, Accurized Rounds, Slideways, Thresh. Go to page 2. We've got the Legal Action 2, Corkscrew Rifling, Accurized Rounds, Feeding Frenzy, Osmosis. Battle Scar, Arrowhead Break, Accurized Rounds, Shot Swap, and Head Seeker. And field tested. Got the Fugue 55, Hammerforge Rifling, Tactical Mag, 4 times the Charm, Focus Fury, and Suro Synergy. Seeing a lot of Focus Fury this week. Got the Hand in Hand Barrel Shroud, Steady Rounds, Dual Loader, Elemental Capacitor. So that is very interesting indeed. Got field tested too. We've got the Memory Interdict, Linear Compensator, Augmented Drum, Quick Draw, Elemental Capacitor. Finally, the Palmyra B, Confined Launch, High Velocity Rounds, Ambitious Assassin, Lasting Impression, and Hake Breach Armaments. Next up, let's head on over to the Eververse store and see what Tess has for Bright Dust this week. Butterbark, DMG's favourite. Atmospheric Glow. Resurrected Shadow. Scrivener's Skipper. That is pretty nice. Peace by the Water. Look at that. Okay, lovely, relaxing time. Got Side-Eye Projection. We've got Outrunner. The Ornament for Arbalest. I think this might be the one that we designed as a community. That is looking very nice indeed. Gonna have to get hold of that myself. Rapid Response. JJ2 Research Rover. Digital Pet Shell for all you Tamagotchi fans out there. Most people probably aren't old enough for Tamagotchis, but there you go. We got Ionic Fringe. Look at that. That is incredible. That is an insta-buy. Also got Circling Sharks. Or the exotic emote there. We've got Resurrected Shadow. Cannon Fodder. Got Cabal Entrance. Do that one again. Again. There we go. Got Argent Terratorn. Laguna Cruiser. Butterbark once again. That is very good. And 44 Steel. That is also very nice. Okay, we are here on Neomuna, so let's check out the final Veil containment for Season of the Deep.
Years ago, back on Venus, the Vex simulated copies of us, Maya and I, trapped in a virtual hell. After so long, even hell can look like heaven, can't it? I'm tired. I'm done. Maya has to be out there. The Maya I remember. And all I want is one more moment with her. To hold her in my arms. Tell her that I love her. So she can tell me to hush one more time. If we learned anything from the Veil, it's that eventually we all have to learn to let go. So, I made contact with the Vex. I'm ready. And it's time to say goodbye.
In the end, Maya Sandarish was consumed by her desire to understand and her inability to let go. She and Chioma lost everything in pursuit of knowledge. Chioma abandoned it all, sought to wipe the slate clean for future generations.
What did we learn from all of this?
That the veil is darkness, the power of consciousness made manifest, as much as the traveler is the light, the power of the physical world. The implications are great, but so too are the risks. As a younger man, I may have fallen into the same trap Maya did. But now I know better. We must proceed with caution, lest the river sweeps us away.
Well, that is it, the final Veil containment for Season of the Deep, and I do believe it is going to continue next season, but in what guise, we don't know just yet. Well, that is it for the weekly reset information on the 15th of August 2023. So it's the final week of Season of the Deep, and we've got that big Destiny 2 showcase next week, so I hope you are looking forward to that. Whatever you get up to in Destiny 2 this week, I hope you have a good time. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you real soon.